best kind of action is when it's direct.
Hello, this is Unknown Horizons. In this documentary, you will witness the true story of a first-time disabled traveller that finds himself doing his part to assist a country and a people suffering from an unjust war.
Today I begin travelling over to Slovakia. Yeah, true facts. But first I got to say goodbye to my family.
I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between
This is it. This is it.
the stitches. Time to let go, so come what may.
This is Spyke O'Hanlin. Spyke is a 37-year-old independent documentary filmmaker from the UK. He is a pro-European and disability activist. He's been diagnosed his entire life with conditions such as OCD, CPTSD, anxiety, and Tourette syndrome. However, he doesn't consider himself to be disabled. He prefers the term extra-abled and has been working towards removing the stigma of disability.
Howdy heroes. It's been a long time. It's nice to see you.
So long, farewell, bye-bye.
He set off from his home city of Plymouth
Those lost old eyes.
and travelled to Slovakia to visit his old friend, Sam Bennett, who emigrated from the UK and became a naturalised Slovakian citizen over a decade ago.
At the end of February, I went to see my old friend Sam in Slovakia. As well as being my friend, Sam has been acting as my counsel and guide as I take these steps into a world completely unknown to me. Not only was it the first time I'd ever been outside of the UK, it was also my first time at an airport and on a plane.
My crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now. I'm bleeding, an easy kill, gonna leave it all behind. I think it's time for me to go. Burn
So I had the absolute pleasure of staying at the Wild Elephants Hostel while I was in Bratislava. This is my first day here because I got here yesterday, but when I got here yesterday I'd been awake for like 30 odd hours. You know, for such a small country it takes so long to get out of Britain, but I do come from the Shire, so what can you do?
Heroes, today we are here with Freddie Wild. This is the manager of the Wild Elephants Hostel in Bratislava. Freddie, I would very much like you to tell us a little bit more about the place.
The concept is that it's a hostel from backpackers to backpackers. So everyone that works here, that volunteers here, is a international backpacker that came here for a month and a half, and most of them sometimes they had no idea what they're gonna get themselves into. They just came here as guests like me, and they're just like, shit, can I volunteer? And like, well, sure, man, let's do this.
However, while Spyke was away, Russia invaded Ukraine, and Spyke's adventure changed.
And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now.
I've had the absolute privilege of meeting some Ukrainians along my way, so I'm going to use my skills as a filmmaker to tell their stories to the whole world.
From the creators of the award-winning short documentary, A Piece of Europe, comes a new project currently in post-production.
So, today's a new day. Yes, it is. Plans have changed a little bit. I say a little bit, quite a bit. So, what's happening now is tomorrow night at midnight, I'm meeting up with Aubrey and I'm heading into Ukraine with him. We're going to be shuttling some supplies through Hungary and then into Ukraine to drop off, and I'd imagine pick up some refugees along the way. The last 10 days at Wilds have been, well, excuse the pun, but wild. So tonight I'm checking myself into a bit of a hotel because tomorrow I'm going to be heading into a war zone. So tonight I'm having a bath and a good sleep in a comfy bed, and then tomorrow, yeah, wish me luck. I've checked out of the hotel. I had a nice night's sleep. It took me a little while to get to sleep. It might have been the fact that, oh wait, I'm in a comfy bed, there's a new experience.
Spyke teamed up with Aubrey Mathis,
Now drop.
a naturalised Slovakian citizen and American English teacher. Aubrey, upon peering about the Ukrainian crisis, took it upon himself to publicly fundraise money and fund his own relief effort out of Bratislava.
So you say you've been doing this for 7 weeks now?
Yeah.
Wow, man. And you've just been doing this off your own back?
Yeah, I mean, I think it started on a Wednesday or Thursday, and then Friday at lunchtime I got on Facebook and I'm like, getting some money and we're gonna go out there. When we first went out there, we didn't have a clue what we were doing or where we were going. And we went to this little town called Ubla on the Slava Ukrainian border, and we were some of the first people there.
Really?
Yeah, we went into the volunteer thing, and there was no donations. So we gave them everything we had, and then as we were leaving, we were like, hey, does anyone need a ride to the train station or something? Because the trains had been free for the Ukrainians. And it was like, no. And as we were driving away, this guy starts yelling at us. He's like, hey, stop. And then there was this lady and her daughter, and they need to get the hell out of there. Tomorrow, we're not going on holiday. We're gonna maybe our vacation.
We go and do some work tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna drop something off at a minimum and see if we can get our hands dirty and something else.
Oh yeah.
You know, the best kind of action is when it's direct and it's when it makes other people uncomfortable.
I like that.
Yeah.
Aubrey is still leading his solo missions to bring aid and relief to the brave citizens of Ukraine. We salute you, Aubrey Mathis. Our team of 2 travelled to Ukraine and delivered Aubrey's humanitarian supplies to UK Aid for Ukraine, an independent relief effort based inside Ukraine. Unsure of what to expect or who they were meeting, Spyke and Aubrey made contact with Andy and Dennis, 2 members of a larger team dedicated to resisting Russian aggression by bringing the civilians of Ukraine medical and humanitarian aid in any way they can.
Thanks for attention. Slava Ukraini.
Heroyam Slava!
So, let me tell you, why do you see this? How we do what we do and why we do it this way. First load that Andy brought into Ukraine was loaded on a train and was sent to Kyiv. Upon arrival to Kyiv, train was empty. So we learned the lesson from first time, and the idea popped up to create a warehouse so that we control everything what's coming in, coming out, and we assess the needs of people to cover them just in the right amount so that it don't have overflow or stuff like that. Slava Ukraini!
The thing is here, there's enough gear coming into this country that everyone should have everything that they need. For people to have haves and have-nots, people tell me they're seeing gear sold on the streets of Lviv and Kyiv and places like that. Because if someone's up to no good, I'm telling you, it's not right. It has to go where it's supposed to go. People shouldn't have an abundance in a warehouse. Like Dennis said, I have a rule, need not greed. Stores are for storing and not for issuing, unless you have a requirement for it.
Nothing's ever what it seems in Ukraine. I mean, you have a plan and it don't work out like that way, and it's normal, and you just got to go with it. You know, I don't know where we're going to be in 3 hours. I didn't imagine coming in here this morning. I thought, oh, I'm gonna drop off some stuff and hit the road, but he's got a whole operation here, and
Yeah.
we got more medical supplies here than most hospitals do. So hopefully we can spread that love.
And now we are at the...
And you're going to be the boss of here.
Yep.
Because you got more contacts than I did.
So once these guys go further up country, I will be running this warehouse. We see who's up to good and who's up to no good. We filter it out and we will do as the original plan states. Need before greed and Slava Ukraini. There you go. And the reply is Heroyam Slava. Scream it in front of your screen. I'm listening.
I like
See you
it.
later.
Mate. Brother.
From another mother.
Amen. Mate, they're doing fantastic work here. I feel honoured to have been part of it for as long as I have. Cheers, heroes.
Coming soon to YouTube and social media. Unknown Horizons.
Slava Ukraini.
Hello, Slava!
Follow us to keep updated. Thank you for watching.